Hi, my name's Jonathan. I am the principal here at the Streets Network, pretty much the everyman. I'm just going to do this quickly, do this video for you so you can see what the Streets Network is, what we're about, and some of the features, and why adding your business and being a part of our network is a good thing. And basically what we're doing is providing an alternative to the global search engines such as Google, and also incorporating a lot of the features and of the social media like Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So we've managed to come up with something here that does all of those things, and by becoming a member and supporting us with a small listing fee, then we can continue building and expanding on this. Just really quickly, the Streets Network has been around since 1999. I started the Streets Network here in Perth, WA, with my partner back then, Tracy Van. It was basically an alternative to Yellow Pages Online, and did really well for a number of years, about 10 years, with Google. Was sending a lot of traffic and 200,000 visitors a month, thousands of businesses. Everyone was doing well on the streets, and a lot of people knew who we were. But around that time, Google came up with their Google Local and their Google Maps and everything, and they decided that they no longer wanted directories like ours to be in the search results. So they sort of phased us out. This is so they could control the local marketplace. Before that, prior to that, they were pretty much a global search, and then they went into local search and wanted and added that as part of their service package. So in effect, we were actually competing with them, so they phased us out. You'll notice that only the big boys get to play with Google. That's like Yellow Pages. You'll find theirs still in there. Some of the other big directories are in there. Gumtree, which is eBay owned, is also in there a lot. So all the big boys play together on the big search engines. So a lot of my clients, I'm principally a web developer, go, what's the alternative? What can we do? What can we do? Google this, Google that. I said, look, I've got the Streets Network. It's a viable alternative. And the main thing is being able to find businesses that you're not going to find elsewhere, in a really new way of finding and looking for businesses. We've got a lot of innovative features that no one else is doing. I'll probably copy us, or probably have already, who knows. But just quickly, as a business, membership is free, and as a member, you can view, businesses. I'll just type in painters as an example, and you can search locally or quickly just type in painters and go WA for WA painters. And from here, you can actually see the categories. And from there, you can even click a category and get just, people in that category. Okay, for painting and decorating supplies in WA, there's one. If I go back, you notice that painting services in WA, because I selected WA before, it'll just give the painting services. So the search results can bring up different things, and you can sort them and find through in a different way. And it doesn't just rely on who's ever on page one. You can even, from a listing, click on the suburb, and it'll drop the category or the search, but then bring you up all the businesses in Burswood just by clicking the suburb. So you go, oh look, here's a jewelry store in Burswood. Here's web design in Burswood. So it's kind of neat that way. It's a different way of doing things. Of course, you can do web design and then type in your postcode, and within 5Ks. And it works that way as well. So here's people within 5Ks of myself, including my web development company, CyanWeb. Now, aside from just being a business directory and a business search, we've added the social media features. You can follow and unfollow a business. You can favorite them. So if, let's say, I favorite this business, it tells you how many people have favorited it as well. You go into my network, my favorite businesses, and it's listed in there. Okay. I do want to improve this. I want you to be able to eventually search your favorite businesses and things like that. But again, my time working on this all depends on people like yourself using and supporting the network with a small paid business listing. Time is everything. I don't get paid, unless you guys pay me to put your business on here. And I'm not asking a lot. It's not a lot to ask. There are a lot of costs in keeping it online and hosting and whatnot as well. So, every bit helps. And this is an alternative to global search for business, Twitter, LinkedIn, all of that. Because you have my activity, which is like your activity feed on Facebook. I can post things. As you can see on my activity, I posted a few articles here as support, and whatnot. So, as a business, when you post activity, it not only, if you post it as all, it'll show up here. You can, I'll just go to SignWeb to show you really quick. I'm going to try to make this quick, but there is a lot more to us than just a business directory, and it's worth joining, adding your business, and contributing, and finding and searching and following other businesses, because only through business support are we going to have an alternative to these global corporations controlling the internet. We don't have any sort of control. It's all controlled by members and what they do, not choosing who and what can be seen where and found where. It's not designed that way. Whereas search engines and others you have to pay money in order to get exposure. We're not like that at all. It's just a small fee to join. Free to join as a member, but a small fee to add your business. And you can, even just as a member, you can post things. But as you notice here, my web development business, you scroll down, you have some network activity. And what I'm using it for is to actually post, the latest websites that I've built. And, a little special offer, free 12 months hosting with any domain registration. Just mention the streets, that sort of thing. So you can use it like a Facebook feed for business. It's an alternative to that. And the reason why I've created that is because social people that use it for social media don't really want business stuff injected into their social feeds. Eventually they just click unfollow or hide posts from this user. So as a business, you're going on there and posting stuff, and then a lot of it is just not going to get seen anyway. With ours, it's a separate network for business related activities and specials, and eventually as business owners, we are consumers as well. So as business owners, if we use this, we're building our own network and community of businesses, choosing to not support Google and not support the other ones. And you'll find a lot of things on Google, like if I type in painters again, most of these painters that you see here, there is no way any of them are going to get found in Google. You are not going to find these guys searching Google unless you search for their name, or come across them in the Google Maps or something else. So what we're doing is, why should businesses have to pay for SEO? I don't get that. To me, that is an industry that shouldn't even exist. Because there's a better way for business anyway. Directories are even better than searching for something. But that said, people are behind Google and whatnot, and people are starting to realize that it starts with the businesses. Those that remember Yellow Pages, how terrible they were in manipulating the marketplace, or your business relied on them. Now every business is relying on Google. Well, when people say that to me as a web developer or SEO provider, I just say, look, we have an alternative, but it does need business support in order to grow. And we've been around since '99. We rebooted this a few years ago. We have thousands of business listings and members, but that's only a tiny % of the marketplace. So you're watching this probably because you've clicked add your business and are looking to see what we're about. In short, we're about a better way to find and connect with businesses. It says it right up here. A better way to find and connect with local businesses. And that's what we've been doing since 1999. We started out as an alternative to Yellow Pages. Now we want to be the alternative to business search. And with your business being a part of it and just paying that small fee, it helps. Because it actually allows, the Streets Network to, allows me to actually spend more time on this and keep making improvements, keep adding new features, and most of all, providing support for our, the business members. So we do hope that you can take a good look around, look around for businesses. Granted, there's not a whole bunch in there. There's thousands, but comparatively speaking, if you go in the business directory, this is just a way for people to sort of explore and find businesses. There's a lot of categories here. We don't expect everyone to use this directory, but it's more for people that want to kind of explore and see, that's a way to, other way to find categories. Most people will use the search, but like even just here, photo booths, top right, there's 10 people doing photo booths. Finding these people in search, may not, in the big global search engines, probably not going to happen. But they will always be here and always be listed here. And once you find them, you can always favorite them. You can even choose to follow them. So if they ever come back to the Streets Network and post a special offer, you'll get that in your activity feed. So you can check your activity feed for anything. But there's even options where you can get digests emailed to you. It's fairly in-depth on the social media side, but I won't go into any more on that right now. I don't want this to get too long, but just want to say thank you for taking the time to check us out, and hopefully, you join up and add your business, and we look forward to seeing you online and get connected on the Streets Network. Thanks again.